The limits of your language mean the limits of your world. This is the MK Education Life.
Good morning, everyone. Again, I am Teacher Maita.
And I am Teacher Shaky. Welcome to our segment, the ESL Conversation.
So here we are again, guys, to talk about another topic.
And our topic for today is about recreational places. So in this segment, we're going to talk about the places that are good for recreational activities.
But before that, Teacher Shaky, do you have any plan this coming weekend?
Yes, Teacher Maita. I'm gonna visit my friend on Saturday, and on Sunday I might be visiting the newly opened resort in my hometown. Not in my hometown, near my hometown. Oh, maybe it's in your hometown, Teacher Maita.
Wow, that would be great. I think I will have fun.
How about you? How about you?
In my case, I think I will just take a rest since I am so exhausted, especially nowadays, especially today. Actually,
Yeah, you look tired. What happened?
not really tired, but in pain.
Why?
Because I think when I wake up just this morning, or just when I woke up this morning, so I have like a stiff neck. Maybe because of some awkward position when I was still sleeping. So it is so painful, really. Have you ever experienced that, Teacher Shiki?
Yeah, but very rare. Yeah, like for example, if I'm not comfortable in my sleeping position, so yeah, that's the only time that I can feel that kind of pain.
That's good to hear. You're blessed.
Okay, so let's move on to our topic, Teacher Maita.
Okay.
So again, we're going to talk about recreational places that are, maybe we will just focus in our country, Teacher Maita, like recreational places that are common in the Philippines.
Yes.
And when you say recreational places, or I mean recreational activities, so these are the activities that we actually do every time we have a free time or during our leisure time. So these activities can give us, amusement, excitement, what else, Teacher Maita? Enjoyment, right?
Yeah.
And of course, fun. It should be fun. So we will be talking about the places that are nice to have these activities.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so Teacher Maita, what are the famous recreational places here in the Philippines?
Oh, actually there are a lot of recreational places here. So you can choose either like mountain. So of course in mountains, so there are a lot of things that you can do. For example, hiking. So here in Philippines, since we have a lot of mountains here, so there are a lot actually. It's like for example, like Marison.
Yeah.
Or like
It's in the southern part of our city. So in Iloilo, so the famous one is of course the famous mountain is Bukari, right?
Yes,
Bukari
that is really
Union.
true. Yeah.
And nowadays people are actually doing some hiking in the new place. Like the newly discovered mountain that's good for the hiking is in Tubungan, right?
Yes.
Right. So actually here in our city, in Iloilo City, so we have mountains in the provinces, and of course not only in Iloilo City, but of course in other cities as well.
DK.
Yeah, because Philippines is famous for beautiful spots, so we do have lots of places to go to spend our free time.
Yes.
And aside from mountains, Teacher Maita, what else?
Beaches, of course. And I think all of the rivers, or if you are not aware of that, or if you don't know about this one, so nowadays Boracay is the most famous beach here in Philippines. So of course it is very famous because of its white sand, clean water, and like you can just have a simple life there. It is really good.
Yeah, I think Philippines is famous for that beach, Teacher Mike.
Yes.
So not only in Boracay, of course, we do also have beautiful beaches. I mean, white sand beaches in Cebu, in Bohol, in
Yes.
other islands or in other cities. Okay, even here in our city. So we also have the famous one here is I think in the island of Guimaras, right?
Yes,
Jamaica?
yes. It is
Mhm.
considered as like mini version of Boracay
Yeah.
actually. So it is very famous and it is very convenient also
Mhm,
because
mhm.
it's just near.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have mountains, we have beaches, and we also have park. Okay,
Right.
so Filipino family love to to spend time together. So usually they it's either they eat out in a restaurant
Mhm.
or in the park, right, Teacher Maika?
Right.
So I think the traditional way of spending time together in the families, of course, to do picnic, right,
Yes.
Teacher Maika?
Yeah, of course, of course.
So,
And of course, based on the picture there, so it is called like the Lunata Park.
Mhm.
So it is quite, or not quite, but it's big actually, where it can cater a lot of people.
Mhm.
So sometimes there are some people just put some blanket and then they will just bring some food and eat there, and it is really relaxing actually.
Yeah, so actually doing recreational activities would of course depend on our age. So for children, they would really enjoy having some activities or having fun moments in the park.
Right.
And another one, I think this one is common among younger generations,
For
right?
us.
Teacher Maika?
For us,
Yeah,
it's
so
like our safe
Mhm.
haven.
I maybe this one is considered as the modern way of or the modern place to go or to have the recreational activities.
Mhm.
Okay, so we spend our free time actually in here, right, in the shopping mall. And in Philippines, we do have lots of big shopping malls,
Yeah.
right? Mhm.
There are a lot, so we can choose whatever that makes us happy.
Yeah.
It depends on us.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and of course, this one is famous for kids, of course, the amusement
Mhm.
park, but not only for kids. I think some couple.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, like a dating place.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet.
Mhm. Have you been here, Teacher Maika, in this place?
No.
No.
Sad to say no.
Yeah, because in our city we don't have the big amusement park here, right?
Yes. I think that one, that picture is in like Manila. I think.
Mhm, mhm.
I think it's Sky Ranch.
Okay, so and of course this one is very common. Like every day or every weekend, you can do recreation activities in our yard.
Yes.
Right. So in here you can the famous one in Philippines is we do some barbecue party in our yard. Right, Teacher Maria?
Yes. So
Mhm.
that is very famous, and of course
Yeah.
it's convenient because we don't need to spend a lot.
Mhm.
And we don't need to travel.
Mhm.
So just a simple way to let our ourselves be happy.
Mhm, mhm. And actually, we do have lots of childhood memories in this place.
Exactly. So there are a lot of activities, fun
Mhm.
activities or outdoor activities.
Yeah. So you can also do lots of outdoor activities. Yeah. If, for example, if you don't want to travel far, then you can have some activities in your yard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and of course, there's another one, Teacher Maika, but it's not in our slide. Playground for kids, right?
Yes.
Children, especially when they are in school, of course, during their free time. So they would love to play, have fun.
Yes. Right.
And the
Exactly.
playground.
Yeah. Because I think as far as I can remember, when I was still a child
Mhm.
or when I was still a student, so the monkey bar.
Yeah.
You know that, guys? The monkey bar that you need to climb in that bar, and then you need to stay there as long as you can. So that is really funny, and it's also it's part of exercise, I think.
But I think I can say that playground is not a good, memorable place for me because I got many accidents in the playground. Teacher
Yes.
Maika.
Right.
Okay. So, Teacher Maika, in choosing places to have recreation activities, what do you think is the safest place?
Safest place for me. I think beaches or or sometimes malls or shopping malls. Because as you know, so there are a lot of recreational activity that you can do in malls. Maybe, but of course, each places have its own pros and cons or advantages and disadvantages. It just depends on us and how we're going to deal with it. Okay, so there's no safe place here in the world.
I agree.
Yeah, there's no safe place here in the world. I think, just in my opinion.
Yeah. So all we have to do is, of course, we have to take care, or before we go to the place, we have to check if it's safe for us or not. But I think we can say that beach is actually maybe considered as the safest among the examples that we gave. Maybe we can say, or maybe yard. Teacher Maria.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yard
I
can
agree.
also be the safest place.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. How about what do you think are the places considered to be dangerous for recreational activities, Teacher Shake?
I can say that maybe mountains. For me, in my opinion, maybe mountains because of course, usually mountains is far from our home, right? So maybe because I've watched many movies about this, like a group of friends traveled to mountains or visit mountains, or maybe
Yeah.
stayed overnight in the mountains, and some
Something
scary
happened.
scenes happened, right? Yeah, so maybe I feel like, yeah, and I believe that I think mountains is not a safe place to do recreational activities, especially when you do it overnight.
Yeah.
Mm.
I agree with you, Teacher Shaky, of course. It's for me also one of the dangerous place that I've been through is of course mountain also, because I like hiking. I think you also like
Yeah.
hiking, right? Do you know the story? You know the story of both of us. So I think sometimes there are some mountains that if you were going to hike, especially for hiking place. So there are sometimes that the pathway is too narrow, and you need to climb, and sometimes the soil is not so good. And of course, since we are here in Philippines, so the weather is not constant; it changes. So sometimes we don't know if it will going to rain or if it will be going to be a sunny day. So we don't know.
Yeah, like in the morning we have a sunny weather, and suddenly in the afternoon it will rain.
Yes.
So yeah, going to mountains somehow is risky.
Yes.
Sure, my
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. In choosing places to have our recreational activity, what are the things that we should consider first? Did you
In choosing places to have our recreational activity, is of course the first thing that we should consider is the weather. Yeah, we have to check the weather first. Yeah, for the place, and of course, I think the safety of the place. Is it accessible? Like,
Right.
does it have an easy transportation? Or yeah, I think for a younger generation nowadays, the first thing that they should consider is, of course, the internet connection.
Right.
Sure, right.
Really, right. I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the most important thing is, of course, we have to check if it's safe for us to do our activities.
Right, of course. So I agree with all of your ideas, Teacher Shaky. But since you mentioned about the younger generation, like they want to have good internet connection, and I think we also consider the view.
Of course.
We climb so it's so hard. So
Yeah.
we need something that could make us happy, or we should be satisfied. So we are considering also about how
Yeah,
will it look like. So
I
when
forgot
we-
to mention
Yeah.
that because nowadays, we are. I think people nowadays, especially teenagers or maybe in our age, people in our age, we love social media.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right. Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter, and all.
So before we go to place, we make sure that it is Instagrammable, right? Instagrammable.
Yes.
Meaning it has a good view for taking pictures, right?
Of course. But of course, since we are talking about hiking and all of that, but or maybe there are some things that we need to do in if we are there already. Just for example, be a responsible human being. Do not trash your like the trash.
We have also to protect the
Protect the environment. Have fun, but at the same time protect the environment.
So that's why there are some people who would also consider the thing that they consider before they go to the place if it's clean or if it's clean or dirty or food. What about food, teacher Maika?
Oh, sometimes. It depends on the place. Actually, it depends on the place because there are some places that are not still civilized or it is not yet progressive. So some other people they just bring their own food. I think it's better because you know if it is clean or not. Really, it's more convenient. Okay.
Okay. So did you visit any recreational places last year, teacher Maika?
Yes, actually, last year was not so good, but as I've said yesterday, so we are just so blessed. So last time we went to we went to an island actually. So that kind of island is also it's really good. White beach, white sand. The beach is so clean, and we did some activity like running or boating, something like that. And I think it's really really good, but of course with proper since we are still experiencing COVID-19, so some health protocols also. So we follow that. How about you, teacher Shaky?
Yes, I did. Like I went to the beach. Yeah, of course with friends. Yeah, but of course it's not the same or it's not easy the same. Like before. Yeah, like it's easy to go to places, but because of the pandemic, of course, we have to secure our health certificate, right? To
Of course.
before we can go to the place. And yeah, I did. Yeah, just the beach.
Yeah, this beach. Okay.
Okay, so do you think recreational activities are important?
For me, yes. It is really important to have that kind of day, like a day to be happy. Of course, we are just humans, so we need to regain our strength by like really just looking by the nature. We can feel like at peace or at ease in our life. So it made us or it can make us like happy. In my case, I'm happy doing that, doing recreational activities. How about you, teacher?
Yes, of course. It's one way, to get away from stress, pressure from work, and everybody deserves to have the free time, of course, to enjoy, and it's healthy
Yes.
mentally, physically, socially, spiritually.
Not financially.
Of course, teacher Michael, there are some people actually who don't go or who don't do any recreation activities because they think like it's a waste of money and it's costly. It's true. It's costly, of course, but of course, we have also to consider that we only live once.
Yes.
So we have to enjoy. Money is just a money. We can earn that maybe tomorrow, but the memory that we have on that day that we had some recreation activities is something very essential.
Yes. And we recommend it to you guys that you should also have some recreational activities because as what teacher Shaky said, so money is just a thing. We can just earn that. The memory that we could get by traveling, especially with our family, so we can like have a bond with them.
Yeah.
So money can't buy that. Happiness can't buy that. So it's good.
Yeah, of course. But it doesn't mean that all recreational activities should be
Expensive.
There are many recreational activities that are not that costly, right?
Yes. So there are a lot of alternatives, but we should be the one who will find that or look for them. But the most important thing is that you can make yourself happy, not just yourself.
And
your family also.
Yeah, and here in the Philippines, going to the beaches or to the mountains or to other places like park are actually not expensive. Not expensive.
Right.
And in our case, I think the most expensive thing that we spend is every time we have, activities, food, right? Food, But of course, it would depend on how you're going to plan the activities.
Yes. And planning is really important.
Yeah.
You plan ahead of time to have a good vacation. Okay. Okay. So what are the common recreational activities in your country or in other countries?
Yeah, I think the common one is of course swimming.
Swimming.
Okay, so especially during summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as what we have mentioned before, because Philippines is surrounded by bodies of water, you know, so we do have many beautiful beaches to go every summer. But of course, not only summer, but anytime throughout the year.
Yeah, rainy season.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mm.
a lot actually. There are a lot. So but the very common one, as you said,
Yeah, is swimming.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
And of course, we have picnic again for the families who would love to spend time together.
Yes.
So this activity is actually just, you know, you have to prepare food and then you eat, yeah, in the field or in the park, right, Sharmaita?
Yes. Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, our favorite,
Yeah.
travel. Okay. So I think not only us, not only the both of us, but I think most people nowadays love to travel.
Yes.
Yeah, and this one is, I think, the most exciting and enjoyable.
Yes.
Right? But of course, there are sometimes frustrations, disappointments.
Yes. Oh yeah. Traveling is really part. Should be part of our daily life. But not really daily, but just once a month or once a year.
We should explore.
Yeah. We should not be contented like of what we have right now. So we need to learn how to enjoy. So enjoying means also like saving money. So while you are still young, or like while we are young, we need to work hard. But make sure that while working hard, you are also making yourself happy.
Yeah, and when you say travel, it doesn't mean that it's only about taking pictures.
Yeah.
Actually, you are learning while you are traveling. Like you can
Yes.
learn, you know, the other
Culture.
places, culture, the people living in there, like how they live or how they do in their everyday life, like that.
Yes. Speaking about travel, teacher Shaky, like do you have in mind like what kind of or what country do you want to visit most?
I think I want to visit Korea. That's the first one, and then Japan, and then the Singapore, and Thailand.
Yes.
What about you, teacher Micah?
I think yeah. One is Korea also because it's very famous. Cherry blossom. We are all we are all curious about that. Japan, Singapore, but also one of my favorite favorite country or place is
Switzerland.
ah.
I forgot. Because
Yeah.
we do love nature.
Right. Okay.
And of course, so those are the activities that are common, recreational activities that are common in our country. But of course, there are more activities that we can enjoy here in the Philippines. But we just, give some examples or the common ones. So we have again swimming, we have picnic, and we have hiking.
Yeah,
We
hiking.
forgot. Or camping. Camping.
Traveling.
Yeah, traveling. And what else is your mind? Can we consider eating as a recreational activity?
Us maybe. It's only for us.
Oh, shopping. We forgot. Shopping.
Yeah, shopping.
And what about sports? Do you think, like, for example, playing basketball or
Yes.
volleyball? Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we can
it
consider
can
that.
be,
Like activity.
Because
And
we
it's
do
really
that.
helpful.
Yeah, because we do that also for fun and during our leisure time. Yeah.
Right.
But food, yeah, we should include eating.
Only for us.
Yeah, we should include eating because it's also for fun.
Okay. How about what activities do your family enjoy the most?
My family enjoy going to the beach, of course, swimming. I think most families. What about you, teacher Maika?
Yeah,
What about
I
your
think so.
family?
Also the same.
Yeah. Or traveling, right?
Yes, we travel a lot actually. So
Yeah.
it's really good and we're making memories.
And I hope this year we could travel together again in a new place, another place
Yes.
here in the Philippines.
Yeah, we hope so.
We're planning to go Cebu, teacher Maika, right?
Yes, but because of this pandemic,
Yeah.
so
We cannot.
yeah.
Maybe after.
Maybe.
God's will.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so which do you think is the best to have recreational activities, Teacher Micah, in the city or in the countryside?
Um, yeah, okay. So it's kind of like, maybe, in my opinion, I'm not a biased one. Not being biased, but I really like doing recreational activity in countryside.
Yeah.
Because if I were going to compare it in, like, in the city, so in countryside, so you can do a lot of indoor or outdoor activity. But in city or in the city, so the space is just limited. So there are limited activities also. And of course, since I have my parents, my grandmother, grandfather, or something like that, older people, so they prefer to have recreational activity in the countryside because it is more fresh and it speaks about nature. So when we say nature, so it's just you can have peace of mind, you can relax well, you can feel the breeze of the water if you are in the beach, or like it's just so good. It's just in my opinion. How about your situation?
Yeah, I would choose also, I think it's better to have recreational activities in the countryside because we have many places to choose from in the countryside, like Teacher Micah.
Right.
Unlike in the city, we just have to choose, the shopping malls. Oh,
Yes.
we forgot to mention the drinking. Drinking can be can be a recreational activity, right, Teacher Micah?
Yeah.
So we
Possible.
can only do that. I think the best place to do those shopping, like for example, shopping, drinking, or what else? You're an expert.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not.
so I think those are the activities that we can do here in the city.
Right click. Ito nadula to. Nadula lang sige sa kanila. Siguro ano. Hindi mo dyan ko ay nag-bloom. Wala siya nag-bloom. Hindi ang bloom. Ang kamera.
Okay, paano ka? Sabihin ko talaga siya. Ako na na.
I don't know. Alam ko ba yun? Ay, kinalaman ka. Tuwag na ako. Nagtandog mo pa.
Mag-edit talaga na.
Uy, hindi ito na ito nagkakaya.
Talaga. Ano sa ko ay tama.
Napanadura lang bloom. Kasi gano'n at ba?
Ay, nakipot na pa rin. Ano siya nagsabi.
Okay. Hugas. Okay.
This part too. Naala dyan.
Oh, buto pa yun. Gumantos na siya.
I can't help that. Okay, continue. Mm. It's still streaming.
Okay, so we will continue.
Sorry for the interruption.
So we are already talking about the place to have the recreational activities. So is it in the city or in the countryside? So, and we said it's better to have the recreational activities, in the countryside because we have lots of things to do there. Because most of this, the beautiful spots, is in countryside,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like we can find the mountains or the beaches in the countryside, not in the city.
All right.
And what are the things that we should consider in doing some recreational activities?
In my opinion, I think we should consider like if it is safe for all of us. Safe not just for teenagers, but safe for elders, safe for children. So I think, in my opinion, that is the most important thing that we should consider.
Okay, and of course, the budget. That's the first thing that we should consider: the budget, the weather, the place, of course, and what activities are we going to have. Meaning, plan. We should have plan.
That's why planning ahead of time is really important.
And of course, like we should also consider the cleanliness of the place, of course.
Yes.
And the food, of course, that's one of the most important. And the transportation.
If it is convenient for the whole family.
Yeah, if it's easy to go there,
Yeah, easy
accessible
access.
or not. Yeah, so those are the things that we should consider, in doing recreational activities. And the most important, I think, is it really fun or not? Like it can really give us enjoyment or not? If after, like for example, if the activity can only give you, stress or frustration, disappointment, or can make you feel regret of the money that you had spent in that activity. So don't. Meaning you have to change your plan. Okay, so make sure that you will enjoy the activity. Okay, during and after, of course. Not only during the activity, but of course after. Like you will feel energized, not tired.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so we will just end here, Maitha. So, for any questions or
Recommendations about the topics.
or suggestions that you have, just comment down below. And of course, if you find this channel helpful, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit the notification bell for you to be notified of our next video.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all, guys. Have a good day.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.